Hey, Kaliki Kalaki Kaluki, something like that. That's supposed to be Merry Christmas in Hawaii. That's what my friend Gary taught me when I was in Port Angeles, Washington, when I was a kid. A friend of mine, Gary, he moved to Hawaii and he came back. His parents brought him back, and it was nice. But you know, it's nice to see everybody with a happy face on right now, and I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. You know, now this here, oh, now who's the real champion now? Donald Trump. oh, don't take it so harsh. Now look. Donald Trump, you deserve a badge just as big as this one. Now up there in Montana while you're getting some rest or relaxation. Up there in Montana, Old Yeller's in Montana. And what's he doing up there? He's probably taking a chill pill and mellowing out because of the sounds and the ringing that's in his head. And Donald Trump is having mental conditions. I guarantee it. How's Donald today? Screw loose. And I just love seeing everybody around and being happy. The first thing I told the man this morning, and I seen him here, and it was actually a city official that came down here this morning to probably check in and see how it's going. They do things different these days while I'm around, and I kind of like that. Everything's getting cleaned up and everybody's doing their job. Now, you know, I get to meet people all the time. The first thing I seen this man this morning, I greeted him with, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I will tell that to anybody. You live by good sayings and not by signs. You know, like an apple a day will keep the doctor away. Well, there may be truth to that very thing. You know, but reading signs, it's okay to read a stop sign. You know why? A stop sign's red. It means stop what you're doing. Look at this. Now you look at Donald Trump and that red stop sign right there. You better stop what you're doing. And I'll tell you another thing. Things that are in red, they want you to bring attention to it because they're dangerous. And they're really goddamn dangerous. Why? Because they think they place a danger over everyone. And they did place a danger over everyone. Yeah, well, Americans aren't laughing no more at their danger. Or no, Americans are laughing at their danger because we laugh in the face of fear because we are Americans. We're the home of the brave and the land of the free. And we are happy people. We're not dishappy people. Donald Trump is dishappy because Donald Trump's having a bad day. Donald Trump, what went up has come down, and now you're going to be pile driven into the ground. You're going to be laid before the kings of the world. You know, like all these wrestlers that come around, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and all these people that come in town. Jesus Christ, I'm this world's champion and stuff. Well, you know, they come into, let's say they come in for pizza. Well, just slip in, sit at the door. Well, you're Ric Flair. Here, come this way. Sit over here. You're the greatest. You're all this. He's everything. You know, everything. Oh man, let's have a great big party. Let's have a big party here. The world's champion's here. The world's champion causes so much shit and he slips out the door and he's caused so much havoc and he's brought so much crap around him when it's happened. It sounds like something that you'd see on WWF wrestling with Vince McMahon and his organization of crap. Poor sportsmanship gives you an F. Excellent sportsmanship gives you an A. You do good things, you get good accomplishments. You do bad things, you get bad accomplishments. Donald Trump's done nothing more than bad accomplishments. Look at it for what it is. here I am today, and you know what? I have a great day. I see people. I get to talk to people. I get to understand what's going on with people. I get to wish people a great day. And after they met me, and they see my videos and stuff, or they just meet me, I seem to put a smile on their face. Like your new vice president, or your vice president that's running for presidency, and Mr. Waltz, that, like I said, welcome to the dance, and he showed up, and it appears that Mr. Waltz knows how to waltz. It's just going to be a sweet compliment to everything evil that's ever happened around me, for these people to get their well dessert. And they have been served up, and Donald Trump is laying on the ground. You know, I like this. This is kind of flashy. You know, this here, I may not be Donald Trump, but I guarantee you I am a champion, baby. And don't you ever forget it. Hey, I love women. Women are first, men are second. A gentleman sees it that way. Women are on the left, men are on the right. Condoms in. Well, condoms can be in both rooms, but tampons only deserve to be in the women's restroom. A woman might grab the tampon going, I'm going to get a hot piece of ass tonight. And the man might be in his room going, I'm going to get a hot piece of tail tonight. You know? And I talk to Americans, and Americans actually relate to me. You know, I'm just telling the truth. You know, it's fun to have sex, but you should do it with a little bit of birth control. And remember my Aunt Jeannie's favorite line to me, when in doubt, pull it out. And Donald Trump, I pull out my support for you because you've done your job. You're the Antichrist. Now you're going to lay down before the kings of the earth, as it is in the Revelations. So it has been written, so it will be done. And by the way, hey, I was at Armageddon, everybody. I could tell you all about it. I had a Bible shaking in my hand, and the key fell right out into my lap. The key was shaped red, like a red house, the red Republican house, the house of hell. I took that key and I walked from 1007th Avenue, where the house where I was at Barbara Donahoe's house, where it happened, and it was biblical. It was biblical. I walked down to the paper mill, and there's the water. And actually, I was walking down to the guitar store. This was actually a key to a guitar store, and the guitar store's moved over there near Safeway's, just on the other side. I haven't been to the guitar store yet. I always, you know, I face my fears or something. I have to go back and do things. I have to go back and check this. But that's just irrelevancy. I'm just going sightseeing now. And the key fell right out in my lap, and I walked down from Barbara Donahoe's house down past Sam's store, the market store. And what I seen there in his area, you know, I'm telling you, there was something there. And I walked down to the river, or I walked down to the water that goes underneath the mill. They have water that feeds the mill right there, the coolers for the coolant, I believe that is. And I took that key and I went like this, and I said, anything worth having's worth working for. And I tossed that key and it landed right in the water, and it went right under the mill. And I found that right there, I threw the key, the person the key from heaven, and I threw the key into the gates of hell, and I opened up the gates of hell that was right there at that paper mill. And I'll tell you, there was things that went on in that town. It's just something, but I guarantee you Armageddon did happen. I was there and I seen the gates of hell. I've seen it all. I know who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump's the Antichrist. I am telling you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And all this happened around the Malaysian airplane crisis. I think it happened on the 7th or the 8th of March, the third month of March in 2014. And it was also the year that John Kerry said that the winter wouldn't end. Do you remember that? And you can look back and you could see John Kerry saying that this is like the world that never ends. You know, at one point I was at, I'm going to shut down this country because they're going against Israel. Nobody goes against Israel. And the nation shut down right across the country. You can check out the weather reports. Up in Lewis County, there was a big snowstorm up there in Morton, Washington. The roofs caved in and stuff. And Elwin Armstrong said something to me to trigger the effect. And all of a sudden I was like, it's gonna snow till the roofs just cave in, until they're crying for God. And that is exactly what happened. And let's see, you know, there's many things that happened, like Brian and Kyle coming to my home, and I see the TV on, and I say, yeah, John Candy right here, you know, no one knew. He dies. He's one of the greatest comedies. I say Sam Kinison, one of the greatest comedies. He goes out one night, dies, never to be seen again, you know. And we're talking about this, and Brian Silcox, my stepson, says, it's 10:13, I gotta go, they'll lock me out. And, you know, I told him, I said, you could always come and stay here. And he says, you know, Mom wouldn't like that. She'd think that that was just revenge, you know. Him leaving his mother and coming living with his stepdad, me. And I said, well, that's not so. Brian knew that the back door was always open to him at the house, so I always left it open for my friends and stuff, because if they needed a place to go, they just let themselves in and come in and sleep on my floor of that house. It's a big house on 561 Northwest Rhode Island Place. I used to call it the Ark. My sister, she'd call that the church, a hospital for the sick. You know, I'll tell you another thing, the Sharia woman that I had seen down here, you know, yesterday I was wearing black. Well, the Sharia woman wears black. I looked about Muslims. I should be wearing white. Women wear black. Men don't. Guys in black scare Muslim women, I believe, from what I realized. And believe me, I was wearing black and I realized it. That me wearing that was like her facing an executioner. Somebody that would harm women and children, and that's the least thing I would ever do, is hurt anyone. But if someone came and attacked me and they ended up being injured, that was their fault, it wasn't mine. I never attacked anybody that never attacked me first, so I never attacked him. I just did what was proper. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I mean, if somebody attacks you, you're more than happy to kick their ass, I would imagine. I know I have been. I've been totally happy to kick someone else's ass when I've been attacked. And Donald Trump, he's attacked the United States of America. Donald Trump's also sick. Donald Trump's also the Antichrist. And I'm right here, and I need no championship belt or anything. And don't I have a smile on my face? It's Saturday, We have a whole bunch of people around here. I got to greet a whole bunch of people today. It was fun. It's been fun. It's 1:15 in the afternoon. I had to take a break. I went down. I worked out a little bit this morning. A man down there talked to me. He's seen me working out a few days down there. He asked me if I don't have a paddleboard, and I said, well, I have one. I said, I've got my surfboard that I could blow up, and the Oceani 10. And I guess it's about 10 feet long. That's why it's supposed to be the Oceani 10, because it seems like it's 10 foot long. So anyway, here I am. Things have been good. It's a great Saturday. Old Yeller's in Montana. I'm down here swimming and doing water aerobics, and I had a lot of people watching. And anyway, I'm going to get off this since the truck started up next door. And here I'm saying, have a great and wonderful day, and thank you for being here. And be positive in America instead of negative. And have a great day. Thank you very much for your time.